not a yellow one. And unfortunately, my Sicilian culture is very similar to the Algerian one. They buy just yellow gold, 99 pieces of yellow gold and 1 pieces of white gold. We need money. I just say, sell it. I don't know what to do with this gold. Like, waiting for my daughter, I will buy another gold when it will be the moment. The gold was the only things I own. Like, it was mine. I can do whatever I want with that gold. Do you know how difficult it is for a couple sharing 7 months one phone? Like my WhatsApp in his hand, his contact in my hand, everything it was shared. It was huge, that investment, and it helped us to go through that moment. Can you understand what I mean?
I understand.
Like, there I learned the first lesson. Give up on things in this life. Sacrifice.
A lot of people think that you converted to Islam because of Belqasem.
No.
This is not true.
No. Islam is a package. I was not born Muslim. I was born Christian. I choose to be Muslim. Actually, when I was very young, we used to go every single Sunday to the church. For me, that was very important. I say Allah during Salat. I was trying to do Salat, to perform Salat. I say, please, Allah, help me. Even my Ramadan, it was before Shahada. I was not still Muslim. You know what I felt? Relief. In that moment, I felt, now, it's me. It's Ester. The other parts, it's here.
You cried.
I cried a lot. I cried.
السلام عليكم، مرحبا بكم في انوال ابيزود تاع احكي واش تعرف. على بالي طولنا عليكم، على بالي كنتو تستناو فينا. اليوم جبت لكم ان انفيتي على اوتور. كيما على بالكم درنا 2 ايبيزود مع بلقاسم، 2 ايبيزود اللي داروا سوكسي مهبول، داروا سوكسي دو فو. On a eu plus de 5 millions de visualisations في les réseaux sociaux. مي كاين بزاف الناس قالوا لنا كاين حلقه لازم ديروها، كاين حاجه راهي خاصتنا. كاسويست هي بلقاسم واستر. اليوم جبت لكم الحلقه المفقوده، جبت لكم the other side of the story، جبت لكم استر. Welcome sister.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah, I'm the other partner, the other side of Casoest. I'm Ester.
It's a real pleasure.
It's a pleasure for
to
me.
guest you. It's a real pleasure to have you here. As you know, I'm a little bit nervous because this will be my first interview in English.
Completely. I'm nervous too because I'm Italian and I already know my English is like not good at all. My accent is super Italian.
Me neither.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
The important thing is that we understand each other. That's fine.
We will have a fun episode. We will
for sure.
talk, have conversation. It's not an interview. It's a conversation between me and sister and Ester. Of course, we cannot do this interview in Arabic. We cannot do it in Italian.
I don't speak Arabic.
I would love to do it in Italian because I think this will give us.
And you speak Italian.
I speak a little bit Italian.
You speak Italian. You speak Italian.
But I think in English it would be perfect.
Yeah.
And the level in Algeria is very high of English.
Yeah. There are people actually who speak a very good English, better than mine, 100%.
I was surprised. Last time I went to Algeria, I was surprised. I worked in Algeria.
I'm surprised too because I remember in 2019 when I visited Algeria for the very first time, the level of English was really down.
Yeah.
But now everybody can speak easily.
Everybody talks
all
English.
The people too.
I know. So I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I really want to do a huge episode today because the expectation is very high.
Yeah.
Because you know that Ester is one of the most famous wives in Algeria. More famous.
This I don't know.
You have more than 6 million of followers.
Yeah, that's
2 million of people are watching your videos daily on all the platforms.
I'm grateful for that.
Huge.
I know it's huge.
I got to give you congratulate you about that.
Thank you.
You
so
and
much.
Bلقاسم are doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And we have seen the impact the impact of the last
It's
episode.
strong, actually. It's very strong.
Huge. 6 million of people have seen all the videos of Bلقاسم.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I would like to start, as you know, I always want to start from the bottom, from the beginning.
Let's start from the bottom.
But this time I want to start with one thing that a lot of people is asking me. I would go straight away to the point.
Yes.
Sister, in one of the videos with Bلقاسم, we talked about very emotional moments, especially your path together, when you start traveling with him, difficult moments, bad situation,
A lot of difficult moments.
emotionally and financially.
Yeah.
And,
Especially financially.
and he told us a really special story about you helping him, supporting him, and you got to sold your necklace or your gold to help
my
him or
rings,
push him down.
My earrings, my necklace.
A lot of people was asking, why, Bلقاسم? Why you accepted that? Why?
So Algerian and Italian culture are very similar, but at the same time are very different. But one of the things we have in common is the concept of gold, you know. Since when we are a very little kid, our grandma and grandpa invest money in buying gold. It's something really important, especially if you are a girl. Okay, I'm talking about my Sicilian culture, not Italian in general. So since I was a very little girl, my grandma bought me a lot of gold. And each birthday was gold, gold, gold. So I found myself with a huge amount of gold, you know, something that I don't used to wear every day. And by the way, I don't like gold, not the yellow one. And unfortunately, my Sicilian culture is very similar to the Algerian one. They buy just yellow gold, you know, 99 pieces of yellow gold and 1 piece of white gold. So I didn't like it. Anyway, I created like kind of relationship with this gold because it's from my grandma. My grandma's, both of them, you know?
Yeah.
It's something that should stay with you and then with your daughter, inshallah. But we were in a very difficult time because maybe somebody doesn't know, doesn't want to understand, like SOS is our project. It's not just Bلقاسم project. So for me, selling the gold, it was an investment. I didn't even want to see it. I called my mom and they say, listen, we need money. And I want to sell my gold. Are you sure? My mom tried to convince me to don't do it. But they know I'm a very responsible person. I'm conscious about the step I'm taking. So when I say, yes, I'm sure we need money, I just say, sell it. I don't know what to do with this gold. Like, waiting for my daughter, I will buy another gold when it will be the moment. So we sold my gold. I really sold my gold. And with that money, we went through a difficult financial time. So yeah, I read some of that comment actually. And a lot of women were saying, oh my God, I would never, never, never sell my gold for my husband. And I think, well, it's up to you, but for me it was important.
Actually, I wanted to summarize the investment. This was the thing I said right after the story because I knew this was going to have a huge impact.
Yeah.
Because I know the Algerian society.
Yeah.
And I said right after, hey, Bلقاسم, Ester invested in your couple.
Yeah,
invested in your story.
Absolutely.
And maybe if you are still existing by now, maybe it's due
even
to that.
for that, yes, of course.
So for this, I wanted to clarify because I know your story. I know you guys you struggled a lot in your story.
That moment, it was really, really hard for us. It was really hard. And we did not have some important technologies or device to continue making vlog. And to be honest, I never asked to my mom and my dad. A lot of people following us think that behind Caso Ester there are families giving money. No. All Caso Ester is made by Ester and Bلقاسم. There is nobody giving money. Nobody investing
sponsors,
money.
no family.
Now things are changing, alhamdulillah. Yeah, now things are changing. But from 2019 to 2022, there is Ester and Bلقاسم paying for it.
Incredible.
What we gain, we reinvest. What we gain, we reinvest. It always has been like this. So the gold was the only things I own. Like it was mine. I can do whatever I want with that gold. And my dad at that time told me, are you sure? Like gold is something important. The price of gold on the market grow every day.
It's always
like
growing.
in 10 years, it would be much more than now. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, because Caso Ester is much more important than gold,
Piece of gold.
And he saved at that moment, right there, he saved our project. And I don't want to say is 100%, Caso Ester of today is 100% the result of that investment. It's not true. It's a lot of investment.
It's part of it.
But he saved us. He saved Caso Ester right there. We did not have fun. Bلقاسم was without fun. He broken his phone during one of our trip.
I know the story.
Yeah. So it was without fun. And we needed the fun.
It's your tool.
You know that people don't know this. Some of them, they remember because they are following us from the first day. For 7 months, we shared my phone.
iPhone 6.
iPhone 6. You know what I mean? The iPhone 6, that it was my first real iPhone. Like before, I never spent money to buy this kind of luxury technological device. Anyway, do you know how difficult it is for a couple sharing 7 months? One phone? Like my WhatsApp in his hand. His contact in my hand. Everything it was shared. Like in the night we were like sharing the phone. I spent 30 minutes, you spent 30 minutes on the phone just to catch the family and be in contact with friends. 7 months. So we arrive at the point that we need another phone to make stories, to make video, to have our own privacy. Come on.
Of course.
So one of the things we booked with that money, it was the phone. And then we bought camera, we bought GoPro. Yeah, we bought GoPro. So it was huge, the investment, and it helped us to go through that moment.
Amazing story. And I think we needed this speech from you, this side of the story.
Especially because people say a lot of things. Listen, I don't criticize the people who think it's wrong selling money, okay? It's your idea. There is the culture and then there is the person, They have their own idea. But don't judge me for what I did. Because what I did, it was worth it 100%. And trust me, if today Caso Ester is a failure, let's say we are failing, I would never regret doing that. Because at that moment, it was the right decision to take.
And you have done it from the bottom of your heart.
Yes,
and
I
the
did.
intention was good.
Oh my God, I don't want to be misunderstood, but I don't give that value to the gold. Can you understand what I mean?
I understand.
Like probably women in Algeria and in other many cultures, they give a lot of value to the gold, The
whole world.
I don't care. And I learned, and this has come from our journey as couple, okay? When we left Barcelona in 2019, we literally gave up all our things. Everything. And that was not the most difficult part of this. The most difficult part for me was get rid of my things. because I'm that kind of person, create like strong and feeling with anything.
With anything.
Even a gift, okay? When I saw my package, 55 liters of Pepec, there I understood I need to put all my life inside this.
Whoa.
You know, it's something like this. It's very small. And all my life, all my thing must to go there. There I learned the first lesson. Give up on things in this life. Sacrifice, because...
This was also an investment, Esther.
Yeah, it's an investment. And today I'm taking the fruit. You know, like now I have a house in Algeria. I'm collecting things. Now I can buy souvenir.
And you can buy gold again.
And I can buy gold
Yellow
again.
Gold for your grandma.
Yeah, you know, and I already did it for my mom. Like I know she loved gold, so I bought for her something from Iraq, I guess. I don't remember.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, now I can do it. At that moment, it was not necessary. That's it.
Esther, this has been said. Okay, this is a clear message. I wanted to read a little bit the commentary, but I think your answer is so complete. So I don't need to read anything.
As you like.
I don't need to read anything. I think you covered all the scenarios, because we had a lot of commentaries, a lot, and Bلقاسم knows that.
Alhamdulillah, I don't understand Arabic.
Alhamdulillah. I know you guys don't like this. Esther, I want to touch another side of your story.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to your story before Bلقاسم.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, a lot of people think that you converted to Islam because of Blقاسم.
No.
This is not true.
No, absolutely.
What is the truth?
The truth that I spent 8 years reading and thinking about my relationship with Islam before arriving to 2017 and finally say, I'm Muslim, I want to be Muslim, and I will be Muslim.
Let me go to the root cause, to that very first moment when you connected deeply with Islam. Tell me this, young Esther, the very first moment when you said, whoa.
What is going on over there?
This religion is attracting me.
Yeah.
This religion is having an impact on me.
Yeah.
Because I know you were Catholic, right?
Yeah, I was Christian Catholic. And the 99% of my family is still Christian Catholic.
Sicilia, Italia is a Catholic country, especially in the south.
Yes, it is. It's a very strong, I would say, and this is something a lot of Italian people don't know, and people in general, Italy is not a Christian country. Italy it doesn't have an official religion.
Right.
Okay, so the constitution of my country protect all the people. Should be like that everywhere around the world. Okay, everyone, each one of us should be able to practice his own faith. Okay, respecting each other
in privacy. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, my family has always been Christian Catholic. And actually, when I was very young, we used to go every single Sunday to the church. For my dad, it was very important, okay? He was a very strong Christian at that time. Then things changed, even for him, because we grow, we change, our ideal change, our value change. But around 13 years old, I started getting far. There were a lot of things I didn't like about the church as a system, about Christianism. There were things I really do not understand. My daddy was pushing me every time. Go to the church. Why you are not coming to the church? And arrive at the point that I would go in front of the church and say, I'm not coming inside. I will wait you here. So after a couple of years, my dad just gave up because he understood that we were not going anywhere. And then I spent many years, believing in something, I never thought God doesn't exist, or as people used to call God or whatever. I was believing in something. But
You've never been atheist?
No, never. I never been atheist.
So just to summarize, you disconnected from Christianism at 13 years old.
Yeah, around 14 years old, I completely decide to cut with the church. And listen, I was a kid who spent a long time in the church. I helped the priest, I participate to anything, each holiday, each important Christian moment for the Christian community, I was there. I was at the church. And at some point I started to disconnect. I didn't like it anymore. There were a lot of things that I didn't like it. So I decided to take a step back.
Right. So from 13 years old until
around the 19.
All right.
Okay.
So 6 years of
But let's say that when I was 19, I was not interested in Islam. I was discovering. I was at the beginning of my journey. I was studying philosophy at university.
Oh, this can help.
Yeah. Well, actually, there are a lot of Christian Catholic who started studying philosophy and they left the university atheist. And then there are other people like me. They took another part of the journey.
Philosophy is a little bit dangerous. If you have faith,
interesting.
It's interesting, and it's in terms of from the point of view of religion, you are always doubting things. You're always asking why. Okay, you believe in God. Why?
But remember.
Questions.
This is part of even Islam.
I know.
I don't want to talk about religion deeply because I'm not strong enough. But there is one thing.
Yes.
What God say to our prophet. What God say? Read.
اقرأ.
We have the obligation to know, to make question, to ask ourselves and to others always.
Absolutely.
Okay. Being a religious person doesn't mean being stupid or you don't have knowledge. That is wrong. So philosophy can be very interesting, help you to question yourself.
And to discover truth.
You can even become atheist. It's up to you. You can even change and become Buddhist. It's up to you. It's your personal journey.
Yes.
Okay? For me, after the 2001, the Twin Towers and what happened around the world with the terrorist attack, I start reading and listen about Islam. Islam. Islam was terror for me. And for a long time in Europe, Islam was terror. And that's what I believed. The oppression of women, there are no rights, terrorism. For us, it was terrorism. Then when I was at university, there were no I didn't know if they were Muslim or not in university because I was still in Sicily. And there I started to attending not courses, like meeting, like people, professor, not even Muslim, coming and talk about Islam, what is really going in the society. And there I started thinking, oh, okay. So there is another version of the story. That kind of things you don't listen television because, of course, if they start to make you smart, you are not gonna open television anymore. It's not interesting, The good side of the story is not interesting at all. People want the drama.
They need to put always a bad,
of course,
the bad guy, of course, in the picture.
That's how things work. That's how people win.
Exactly. During a lot of time, Islam was the bad guy, and still the bad guy.
Unfortunately, it still is.
Still is, but I don't know if I can say it like that, but it was a very bad marketing for the Islam.
Yeah.
Very bad, but still attracted a lot of people.
Because people
smart
start
people
questioning,
say, what's happening with this religion? Something is wrong. Why this religion is making so many people talking about it? Something weird is about this religion. Let's discover it. I think it was your case.
For
somehow.
me, I was not interested. I'm honest. I was not interested in Islam. I just want to know. I'm curious. I just want to know things, you know. So I start reading, making research, seeing what is Islam, what is these things of hijab, woman, all covered. Today I'm wearing hijab. So then things got pretty slow. From 19, I arrived to 23, and I moved from Sicily to Tuscany.
Good.
So I changed completely university and course. I started Humanities for Communication. The University of Florence is a big, huge university. And inside, you find people coming from all over the world, including Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, Libya, Iran, all the Middle East. We had the people from Jordan, we have people from Syria, from Palestine, from everywhere. And there I started speaking English, learning English and speaking English, because I understood if I want to communicate with these people, I must learn the language. There, for the first time, I got in touch with the Muslim community. Very diverse Muslim community, because as Muslim, you know, there is Islam, and then there are the people who practice Islam.
Yes.
And the way how you practice Islam change
It's very
a
different.
lot.
Yes.
People judge the religion following the person without understanding that you are Muslim and your cultural background is Algerian. So you live your religion according to your Islamic school of reference, your cultural background, and all of this. And of course, your personal idea as human being. Okay? For me, I was getting in touch with people coming from a lot of different places, you know? And there I started questioning people. Why you do Ramadan, why you are wearing jilbab, why you cover your face, what say Islam about this. So I was talking to people. And at the same time, I was continuing my journey inside. And at some point, I started following a course of new intelligence and anti-terrorism.
Wow.
It was amazing. In university. It was something that I found randomly. I decided, okay, I want to join the group. And there were people coming, explaining, and there, like a word open in front of me.
Wow.
A universe that I didn't know existed, not about religion itself, but about terrorism. What people think terrorism, you know?
Yeah.
And they say, so Islam is not this. There is nothing about Islam. And I got more interested because I said, listen, so I need to read something about like maybe Quran to understand why these people are talking, and then you see another reality. And trust me, I was living that kind of courses every day, crying, because they show us images, video, stories about what is really going on behind the stage, okay? Something that usually media don't show you. So there I got more interested. So from the 23 to the 27, I was hanging out with Muslim. And I want to say something really important.
Please.
None of my friends pushed me. Because the people think I would go around do proselytism, dawah. It is not true. None of my friends, none of them never pushed me towards Islam. Never. I was the person, the only one, always asking. And then I start entering in families, looking people praying. And there is one specific moment in this journey, the moment that I entered in contact with Quran. I used to spend many hours in the library studying. And one of these days, I had my iPad, and I had a 10-minute break. So I don't know how, clicked me something. I say, I need to search Quran, you know? And The first surah was Al-Fatiha, the opening of the Quran. Okay. So I started listening to the first surah and I started crying.
Amazing.
And I didn't know why. I did not explain that to myself. I don't understand what the person is saying. I do not understand, but I was crying. And I felt it's shame, but not in a negative way. Like, I felt like, why this is touching me so deeply? That was the door to many other things. At that moment, I felt I must know more. So it became for me important to get in touch more and more with Muslim people.
Became a necessity.
Yeah, it became a necessity, 100%. And I spent the last then 3 years going and backing. You know why? Because I was afraid. You know, I used to say, Islam is a package. I was not born Muslim. I was born Christian. I choose to be Muslim. So I think when you get to the package, you get it all, not just what you like, and you take the rest out. So I was like, oh my God, I really need to stop drinking alcohol. Or maybe I need to stop to eat pork.
And you liked it.
And I like it. So I was like, really, dude? I don't know if I can do that. So I started from another way. I started saying, you know what? From today, I'm vegetarian.
Oh.
So 2 years and a half before changing, converting, returning to Islam, I stopped eating pork and all the kind of meat.
Vegetarian. Totally vegetarian.
My first
only
Ramadan,
vegetables.
I was still vegetarian.
Only vegetables.
So only vegetables and egg and this kind of thing. And then I started to say, okay, you know what? I was a smoker.
Oh.
I'm an ex-smoker.
Oh.
For 13 years. And then I say, you know what? Why I'm destroying my body? I should stop smoking, not for the religion itself, but because, and this is something people don't understand, God said, don't smoke, not because smoking it will take you to the hell. Just don't destroy your body. Because we know what happens when we smoke.
Exactly.
You know that? So I said, okay, I will stop smoking. It was a process, a slow process. And I start changing the way how I dress. At university, in my daily life. And that it was not about religion. It was about me, looking at myself in the mirror and saying, who is this person? How I want the people look at me. How I want to feel in the society, you know? So it was something natural, smooth. And around the 26th year, I was like, I feel it's time. It's time, but I was not sure 100%. Until when, in the life from 26 to 27, I lived a very difficult time. It was really bad. I got into a deep depression.
Oh.
I lost some important exam at university. I lost people important in my life at the time. And people start to refuse the idea that maybe I will soon be Muslim.
You found some difficulties.
Yes, of course.
You found some.
Yeah, not inside my family, but the people who were around me. Yeah.
Well,
they were not real friends or people who love you, because people who love you will accept you.
I'm curious to know what was the argument of them?
No, there is not argument. There is, I hate Muslim. I don't want to have a Muslim person around me.
But this way they will never be able to convince you.
Yeah, you see, I hate Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm Ester. Like, it's me.
It's
like, nothing changed. Like, what is I'm changing religion? I don't drink. I don't eat pork. What changed? It's always me, Ester. You know,
maybe a better version of you because you don't smoke.
Maybe a better version of me.
Yeah.
Healthier. Let's say healthier than before. I don't know, but it's okay. But I lived like a very difficult time.
Yes.
And at the same point, I was keep going around with Muslim and going inside their family and asking, can you show me how you pray, how you do salat, what you say, how you do ablution. I learned it from them. And when I was 27, at that time Ramadan, it was in June, 3 months before the beginning Ramadan, I start saying, okay, it's the moment I have. I cannot continue to fake. I want to be Muslim, I will be Muslim. That's
It's
it.
an evidence. It's something
I say,
obvious.
It's
It became
something obvious. And my family had all the time to get used to this new version of Esther. So and then growing, they were better. Like you say, whatever you want to do, just be happy with yourself. And this I love. This kind of mentality is what I want, inshallah, for my kids one day.
Open-minded.
Be what you want to be, but be happy with yourself. So I say Halla during Salat. I was trying to do Salat, to perform Salat. I say, please, Allah, help me. Please, God, help me.
You did Salat before Shahada?
Yes, I was doing, even my Ramadan, it was before Shahada. I was not still Muslim.
Amazing.
In that Salat specific, I say to God, please,
guide me.
I'm going to do Ramadan. I don't know anything. I was alone. Just help me. I say, I swear, Wallah, end of Ramadan, if everything was fine, means I'm ready. I will go directly to the mosque, I will do Shahada.
MashaAllah.
And it was the most amazing Ramadan I ever lived. Clean, peaceful, beautiful. I never felt thirsty. I never felt angry. I was going to, people say, you were staying home. Well,
MashaAllah.
I had my life. I was going to library. I was going to university, hanging out with friends. Then I'd come back to Salat, reading Quran outside in my garden, and then go for dinner.
And it was in June, maybe the most difficult period of the year.
It was very hot and it was very stressful, but it was amazing.
But the day was so long, Esther.
Yeah, and I had even Muslim people at the time, like family, when I could, because I was living far. When I could, I would join them for dinner.
That's good.
And I was vegetarian. They were cooking for me vegetarian couscous. We want to talk about this.
MashaAllah.
Burek vegetarian. They were
Burek
doing it for me. So the 24th June 2017, I finally said the Shahada. This girlfriend included my sister.
Your sister?
You see, my sister now is Muslim too, since 2021.
I know.
So we have another Muslim in the family.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
She was with
La
me.
familia Arguto is
a Musulmana.
Is a Musulman.
Inshallah, one day.
Why not?
She was with me even that day. They prepared food for people. We brought, it was not a mosque. There is not a mosque in the city. But for Ramadan, the Muslim community of Prado, the place where I was living, I don't know if now something changed. They were paying to have like, not start, like a sport like
sport place.
Building. Yeah.
To do a transformation to a mosque.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So they were doing inside things. And there I had my Shahada.
Your feelings.
You know what I felt? Relief. In that moment, I felt, now it's me. It's Ester. The other part, it's here.
You cried?
I cried a lot.
With your sister?
There was a live. My sister was do a live on Facebook at the time. At that moment when I did Shahada, I did not even cry. I was happy. A level of happiness that I cannot
describe.
I cannot describe. It was amazing.
MashaAllah, sister.
And it was the best decision I ever made. That's it. And nothing changed. I'm still the same person. I'm Ester, but I'm a better version of me. That's absolutely.